Hey, beautiful souls, beautiful sunshine here with DR Holistic Killer, aka Sonia B. I am back with another prophetic message. I actually tried recording this video the other day, but I felt like I was just rambling, so I was like, that's not a good time to do it. So anyway, but I'm here now to do the full video. I received some messages a few days ago, and I am just now uploading them. So I just want to say, for those of you who are new to my channel, I just want to say welcome, and for those of you who are returning back, I want to say welcome back. Keep in mind that these energies could be happening right now, or it could be happening a few days from now, or it could be even going into the new year from now. Just keep in mind that energy is fluid, and it just depends on your location on the planet, whether you're in the northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, and all that plays a factor when this energy will possibly reach you. And if it does not reach you, or if it's not happening to you, it could be happening to someone that is close to you, who is within your vicinity, co-worker, boss, sister, cousin, mother, brother. Take it how it resonates. But anyway, so with all that being said, and for those of you who do not know, who are new to my channel, I'm an intuitive, clairvoyant, Hayoka empath who receives divine prophetic dream messages. I am also here to help translate spiritual messages from the spirit world into this 3D physical world to help assist souls on their spiritual journey. So anyway, so with all that being said, let's get right into the message. Okay, so the message that I received on the 28th, it was. Okay, so let me just say this. If you have been someone who have been experiencing some sort of difficulties, and let's just say that a shift is about to take place. And I really believe that this shift is probably taking place between now and into the new year sometime. So just be mindful and be aware of that. And I saw it in one of the dreams. It came in 4 different dreams. In one of the dreams, it was as if me and some friends decided that we were going to have a get together, and we were going to have a get together, and everybody was responsible for their share of contributing to the little get together. In other words, I was going to, sorry y'all, I was going to bring a dish, and someone else was going to bring a dish, and so on and so on. But it wasn't really big. I felt like it was just 3 individual people who were just kind of getting together and decided that they were just going to hang out and make these dishes. Anyway, so in the dream, I felt excited about this, right? Because like in my walk of life, let's just say, and take it how it resonates, because this message, it could be happening for each and every one of us, at least for those of you who've been told to release people who are no longer serving you. Well, I've done that already, so that's not necessarily applying to me in that situation. But in the sense of, I'm waiting for God to, bring the right people into my vicinity, should I say, and people who operate more at the same vibration that as I do, and have the same mindset as I do, not being like me, because we're all unique and different in our own ways, but them being themselves, and to the point that I don't need to fix them, they don't need to fix me, in a sense, but somehow, in some way, shape, or form, maybe that we can learn from each other, in a sense, take it how it resonates. But anyway, it's not about being like anybody else. It's me being myself, or us being ourselves, but it's just a matter of God putting like-minded people within our vicinity. Anyway, so we had said we was going to have a get together. And so with us having to get together, I was excited. So, and at that point in time, it switched scenes after we had already said that, okay, well, I'm going to bring this, you're going to bring that, and they're going to bring this or whatever. And then it switched to another scene. So it's so funny, because the next scene that it switched to was me outside dancing naked, right? So I'm just like, in this dream, I felt so free. I felt so liberated. I felt so like chains had been broken off of the arms, the ankles, just been totally liberated. And I know anytime a dream comes about, when somebody is naked in a dream, that means they come in being authentic, they're being real, they're vulnerable, not in a point of anybody can take advantage of them, but they're basically coming in their true essence of like, if you think about it, when you're being, thank you, Spirit, when you're being born into this world, this is how Spirit was just showing it to me. When you're being born into this world, it's like you coming here naked, right? You absolutely don't have no clue, no idea what to expect. You don't even know that the doctors are going to start poking you, taking blood from you, and swinging you around, trying to wash you up, bathe you, get the cradle cap out of your head and all that other stuff. So you have no idea that those things are coming. But I say all that to say it's just like a newborn being born. I just felt completely liberated in this dream, to the point that I was literally dancing around naked. As I was dancing around naked, the other two people who were standing next to me, again, the other two people who were going to bring their little dishes or whatever, they had on clothes, but I was the only one who didn't have on clothes. And I was just, just dancing. I just felt so free, and oh my God, it felt so liberating. But anyway, so with all that being said, that was one scene, and that was another dream that it switched to. And then it also switched to back to me hanging out with this, well, it switched scenes again with me and those same other three people. And it's almost like we was getting, now this is the point in time where we were getting together and coming back together, bringing out dishes. But at that moment in time, the dream had actually ended. So it was just letting me know that, those things were, the coming together is eventually going to take its place in whatever shape or form that is, whether it be new friends, whether it be, new acquaintances, new associates. Take it how it resonates. It could be different for everyone. And it just depends on, and this message may not be for all. This could be just a message for those who are at that mindset, who are really ready to liberate themselves. Because I know everything is a free will, and we have the choice to hold on to our shit and continue to suffer, or we can just make up our minds and say, okay, Lord, I'm done. I'm tired. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And you just really want to liberate yourself. That message is for those people. Just wanting to free yourself. Anyway, so the last, not the last, then a third dream came through. And in this third dream, it was letting me know that some of you guys are going to find yourself, seeing symbols. And I say symbols, and I don't know, I can't really tell you what type of symbols, but some of you guys are going to find yourself making eye contact with some sort of symbols, whatever it may be for you. Whether it's just a symbol and it doesn't absolutely have no wording behind it, you don't know. Thank you, Spirit. And Spirit is bringing to my attention that it's ancient. Like, I'll give you a classic example. Like, let's just say this, and I'm going to use this as an example because it absolutely doesn't have any words on it, but I know what they mean. So, like, if you see this symbol in here, like this. So, I know what that symbol means, but I didn't know what that symbol means at first, but, I had to learn it. But anyway, so with that being said, some of you guys are going to find yourself, it's almost like Spirit is going to lead you and guide you to into the direction where some of these symbols may be taking place. And it's almost like these symbols are going to kind of activate you. Not kind of, they're going to activate you. Thank you, Spirit. Y'all hear that? Confirmation. So anyway, so it's almost like you're going to be guided to, even if you just look at it for a quick second, and it's almost like that image is going to kind of, so you know what it is? It's almost like when you think it, actually, excuse me, when you think it, well, when you see it, you think it, and then when you think it, then it comes into like your reality. So whatever that symbol may be, and it could be different things for different people, but it's some sort of activation, should I say, for taking you guys, putting you guys on a higher path is what I'm hearing. So getting you out of the stuck pattern that you've been in and putting you on a higher path, whatever your path may be, wherever your path is meant to take you. Let's see. So that was it for that. But then there was one more message that I actually received a dream, and it came in a form as if I was talking to my son, and we were sitting down talking, and all of a sudden I smelled like he smelled some smoke. And at first I didn't smell the smoke, but then I was just like, he was like, you smell smoke? And I was like, oh, I smell smoke. Anyway, so that was just letting me, I know, it was so weird. Give me 1 second, y'all. I say all that to say that the smoke was a symbolism of kind of like things are being burnt away that are no longer serving people. Some people. Because remember, we all have different paths. We all are learning different soul lessons. We all have our own unique imprints. We all are learning whatever lessons that we need to learn. So whatever that may look like for you. So it's going to be a burning away of an old situation that some of you guys been holding on to for some time now. It's almost like it's gonna, you know, fire means purification. So it's like smelling the smoke of something being burnt. It's being burnt away. So if you think about it, the symbols, the liberation, the party, the dancing naked, all of that has a lot to do with like that old energy passing away and a stepping into a newer energy, should I say. Anyway, so just be mindful of that as well too. The next message that I received on the 29th was, this one was interesting too, because it kind of correlates with that dream on the 28th. So it came in the form of, it was like, I was on this path, right? I was on this road and it wasn't a dirt road. It was a regular road. So I was on this road. Instead of me driving a car, right? I was riding on a horse. So horses tend to show up in my dreams sometimes. Like this is the third time I had a dream of a horse in my dream. One of my past life dreams, I dreamed that my husband had bought the kids a horse. And, you know, and obviously that was something that we had in a past life. He bought the kids a horse. But he had the horse sitting in my living room in a sense. And I'm just like, anyway. So with all that being said, and then... But anyway, so this horse came through in the form of, this horse was brown. I clearly saw what color it was. I was riding on this horse, me and my son or whatever. And we was riding. And it's like we was just riding on this horse. And it's almost like we was riding. And then all of a sudden, we came upon a convenience store. So inside this convenience store, right? It was almost like I went in there to get us some water. It's almost like I went in there to get us some water, right? And then when I went inside, I noticed that things were different in this convenience store. It wasn't like no other average convenience store. So in this convenience store, it was basically when I walked in there to kind of get water. And then I just kind of, as I was looking around and I was like, oh my God. I said, so you know how you go like to 31 Flavors, right? Let me use them as an example. You go to 31 Flavors or you go to Cold Stone or whatever ice cream place you go to. And basically they have to prepare your ice cream for you, right? You tell them what you want and they'll get it for you. So in this convenience store, things were totally different, right? So you know how you go into like a, let's just say, you know how back in the day where they had like, they had like the little machines where you slide the little glass container up and you go in there and you get your like your strawberry shortcake, you get your chocolatey eclairs, you get your sherbet Fred Flintstone ice cream or your jumbo rocket ice cream, and then you slide it back once you get your thingy. So it wasn't a pull open, it was a slide it open, and then reach in there, get it, and then you close it back, the clear glass window. So that's what it was. So basically it came in a form of, it was kind of like there was like 6 different drums. You know how you go to like 31 Flavors and you see the big containers that they got the ice cream in, the brown containers, so the big drums. It was 6 of those drums inside of the little ice cream thingy or whatever. And inside of there, I had reached in there and I decided I was going to get my son some ice cream. And I was thinking to myself, oh, this is so cool. Like you get to fix your own ice cream. You don't have to worry about them fixing it for you. And then so after fixing the ice cream, I went to go pay for it. And then somehow the ice cream, so obviously I wasn't a pro at this, right? So like the people who normally fix the ice cream, but anyway, so I fixed the ice cream, but the first scoop there was only one scoop. The first scoop had fell off the ice cream. And then I was like, oh shoot. So I went to the cash register and I let the people know. I said, hey, my ice cream fell off the cone or whatever. And I guess it was like, okay, you know, go get it again or whatever the case may be. So I went back and I got him put another scoop onto his ice cream. And basically that was the end of the story. But basically the message that was coming through for me was just basically letting you know some of you guys have Some of you guys are about to cross over this road. You're about to you're about to get on this road that is basically going to take you in a totally different direction. But in this direction, it's not going to be how you think it was in the old direction. You know, like I said, I was excited because I was like, oh my God, you get to fix your own ice cream here. It's almost like you were able to be yourself. You were able to serve yourself. You were able to do things differently, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. It's no more of how you had to do things like in the past. Like if you went into 7-Eleven, well, let's just say if you went into 31 flavors and they had to fix your ice cream for you in this new place that some of you about to go, it's almost like you were able to do things on your own and not have to have people to tell you to do it for you. Thank you, Spirit. Anyway, so basically colors usually represents meaning. Okay, so I do know brown is about stability and being grounded to the earth, but I'm gonna read to you real quick just the spiritual meaning of seeing a horse in your dream. So seeing a brown horse, it symbolizes success and inner strength. So some of you guys, if you've been lacking that inner strength for is doing what it is that you need to do, it's almost like you're going to have that courage, you're going to have that drive. And I'm telling you, once you get on that road and decide, make that decision that you're going to go, when you get there, you're going to be happy that you went there. Seeing a brown horse in a dream signifies that you need to improve your emotional connections with other people and be prepared for the changes that are coming your way, because they are coming. And I know I've been saying so many different things within these prophetic messages. These prophetic messages do not lie dormant, okay? So they're happening, and the things I say that it will happen, they will eventually happen. So it's just up to you to be mindful of the changes that I'm just making you aware of that will happen. So that way when it presents itself to you, as I said before, you know whether you should go left or you know whether you should go right. Anyway, so another symbolism, it says, this is for the brown horses. Horses symbolize freedom, power, and endurance. Does this changes when the horses is brown? No, it enhances them. A brown horse symbolizes humility, hard work, and success. Dream of a healthy brown horse eaten from the hand symbolizes the bond. Okay, that part doesn't matter. But anyway, so basically, and let me give the ice cream to you because I know ice cream has a... Okay, so let me try to go to the one that I always go to. Give me 1 second. Okay, so anyway, okay, so it says ice cream in dreams refer to unexpected news, luck, and love, and things that will surprise you. When you dream of ice cream, you also have the calm. You also have to be calm to be able to what? Where's the rest of it? Okay. Where is it? Okay, so even though there was an ice cream cone, the cone itself, not the ice cream, when you see a cone ice cream in a dream, it symbolizes happy moments with your partner as well too. So anyway, so with all that being said, oh, and then there's one last message. For some particular reason, I woke up yesterday and I was thinking about the bank. I don't know what's going on with that, like the bank. Just, it was almost like I was dreaming, but I was awake at the same time, and I was like looking at my bank account. So I don't know if some of you guys are looking at your bank account, or I don't know if like officials are looking at your bank account, or I don't know if the government officials are looking at people's bank accounts, trying to, I don't know, for some particular reason I was just staring at like my bank account, and then that was one situation. And then another situation, I kind of woke up again dreaming that I don't know, it was like thinking about my money. So I don't know if some of you guys are thinking about your money. Something's pertaining to money. So just be mindful of it. And I'm not really, and maybe it's not something I'm meant to share at this time because I'm not really hearing a clear message. But at the same time, something's going on with the bank. Let me just say that. Anyway, so real quick before I go, let me pull a few cards real quick if you guys choose to hear it. Any additional message for spirit that you guys need to hear. And I know I'm trying to adjust. I had to go get me a new chair, y'all. Like, that other chair was hurting my butt. I don't see how people sit on their, I don't see how people have desk jobs. I really don't. Like, that is not for me. I have to keep moving. What message do you have for collective? What message do you have for collective divine spirit of light? Thank you, Spirit. The Rainbow Mayanite. Let's see what Spirit got to say. I can definitely tell you rainbow is definitely a good sign. You think about what the Bible talked about with the rainbow in regards to when he told Noah that that would be a symbol that he would never allow it to flood again as the rainbow. So let's see what it says. The Rainbow Bridge. Oh, and I just said I was walking down this road, right? It was like that road was a representation of me going somewhere new. Okay, so Rainbow Mayanite Bridge, this world and the rest of creation, it heals unconditionally and assists the shift to a new level of consciousness. I just said that, right? The symbols, you know, the feeling liberated, the dancing, the having a party, all of that is symbolizing that. Self-understanding, you are a healer. When you raise your vibration, the whole benefits. De-energizes old patterns. Release karmic incrustations and toxic dust from your etheric body. The crystal will assist in this. Go within to find your rainbow treasure house. Raise your consciousness to build new supportive structures at every level. And I just said that, right? I talked about basically surrendering, just giving it to God and letting God know, okay, God, I'm tired of dealing with this. I'm done. I'm ready to move on. I'm tired of this stuck energy. So anyway, it says, recognize how the soul is maneuvering you onto your true pathway. Apparently, intermental situations offer soul gifts. Re-examine projects and let go of those that are not for your highest good or that of others. Again, it's going back to situations, eating habit, addictions, whatever the case may be. Because sometimes we could be addicted to other people, addicted to friends for whatever reason that they feed you, because that comes from a codependency situation. In any sense, any addiction can be a codependency situation. Friends, things, food, take it how it resonates. Overthinking, hell, that can even be an addiction as well too, in some sort. Re-examine your projects. Let go of those that are not for your highest good or that of others. You see things from both sides. Always speak true, no matter what the cost. But be tactful. Excuse me. You have neutral healing abilities. Excuse me, y'all. We have neutral healing abilities. Focus it wisely. Letting go, attuning you to a realm of infinite possibilities. So this card is about recalibrating. This card is about recalibrating, and I just said that about liberating. Hold on, I got this other deck. Thank you, Spirit. Whatever messages do you have, Divine Spirit Light, for the collective? Whatever message do you have for the collective that you want them to know? There's a pure light. And hey, y'all, I can definitely tell you, like, I uploaded did I upload that video? I don't know if I uploaded it or not. But anyway, I call myself trying to upload a video. I took my kids up to the mountains on Saturday, I think it was. It was just randomly. I just got up out of my bed. I was supposed to take my son, like, to the basketball court. He decided he didn't want to go, and Spirit was like, okay, let's go. He wanted to take just a little field trip, so out of nowhere, Spirit was like, let's go. Perfect opportunity. So I took my kids up to the mountain, right? And we hadn't been there, I think, because my daughter keep the pictures, and I think it said we hadn't been there in like 2 years or whatever the case may be. So I say all that to say it was liberating going. And for me, it was almost like it was helping to cleanse my mindset as well too, because for you guys, just to, be real and keep it honest, like, that I had been dealing with I have been dealing with my neighbor since actually 2018, let me say. But I was still cordial with my neighbor, as an example. But then 2019, a situation had arose with her and her husband, where it was almost like they was coming deceiving. And at that point in time, God didn't reveal to me after the fact of, interacting with them, should I say, that he was revealing truths. But then 2021, he really just opened up the can of it's almost like he unleashed the shock and all that in 2021. But I say all that to say everything happens for a reason. I believe that. Unfortunately, it's sad that those things had to happen, but I do believe that, those were things that were necessary, that needed to come out. Because as I said before, so within, so without, so whatever is buried deep down within inside, it comes to the surface and it is displayed into your outer world. So I say all that to say those were things that needed to come out, because those were things that were being done in different timelines, different dimensions, and past lives, should I say, of dealing with the neighbor, should I say. So it's like all of that stuff prior to all of this happening, because out of being here for 12 years, I never knew, and my spouse at the time, whatever, he didn't even know that they were like hidden enemies as well too. I had no idea as well until God had revealed it to me. But I say all that to say, not to rehash it, but I say all that to say that I don't wish them any ill will, but I do know that they're just lessons that they're gonna have to learn. And it was a lesson for me as well too, to learn how to protect myself more spiritually, to to protect myself more spiritually and to be more spiritually aware. Just kind of like, as I said the other day, well, God is showing people how to protect themselves spiritually as well as physically. You know, one, creating boundaries with people, because sometimes I realized that they absolutely had no boundaries. They just kept trying to push boundaries and so on and so on. So like I said, unfortunately, you know, the events that had to take place, you know, you're not necessarily happy about them, but nor am I judging myself about it, because I knew that it had to happen, and I knew that it needed to happen, because I think if I had approached the situation in a totally different way, like, they wouldn't have heard me. So it's almost like it was a building up for me that was underneath the surface, and it just so happened that the planetary had shifted that day to the point like it was like it's go time. So I say all that to say sometimes things do happen. And again, and no matter what I have been through with them, I don't wish them any ill will, but I just mind my business. And basically, as I told her before, you know, leave my family alone, because I don't mess with yours, and, you know, everything will be good to go, you know. But other than that, I haven't had any problems with, you know, any one of them. I think they've pretty much, and I say this in a humbling way, I think they've learned their lessons of who basically to kind of mess with and who not to mess with, because basically me going through that situation with them, it allowed me to see my own inner strength when dealing with them, because there was once a man in the household. So I guess they thought that they could take advantage of a woman who had just her and her kids and think that they could try to get over. And it was like, no, it was almost like God was just showing them how, you know, it's almost like that situation, that situation was created to let them know, no, I can be powerful standing on my own, you know, whether there's a man in a household or not, you know, you know, you don't know who you're messing with, in other words. So it's almost like they allowed me to see who I was and how spiritually strong I was with even going through the situation that I had to go through with them, should I say. But anyway, so with all that being said, I just wanted to let you guys know that. And again, I don't have any ill will feelings towards anybody, even though there's some people who have done me completely wrong. I ain't rehashing that, but I'm just definitely saying that, you know, at this point in time, I feel sorry for people. Let me just say that, because so much is changing, and I get it. You know, people's worlds they're not knowing what to expect. God has revealed to me the things that are coming and the things that are taking place. And, you know, people who were on top before are is like a switching of power is what I saw. So, you know, things is changing, things is shifting, and, you know, and it's up to you to go along with the energetic flow in the process. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, because I didn't want to make it seem like I was just being a hypocrite, you know, with talking about my neighbors or just trying to expose them. It's just that, no, I was just trying to get people to understand that, you know, and maybe I possibly didn't have to deliver it the way I did, but I honestly felt like that's the way it needed to be delivered. As I said before, I'm not saying that from a rude or egotistical type way. It's just that, to be honest with you, people would think that I probably wasn't the snobby one, but honestly, when dealing with her, should I say, it was almost like she was kind of being the snobby, like, huh, you don't say anything to me, you know, and so on and so on, but not say anything to me, but, you know, that's just the type of attitude that she kind of carried. But anyway, I say all that to say that I just let God deal with them. Let me just say that. And this card came out the other day when I tried to record this video. So the card that came out is sexual arts. I'm going to read it to you in a minute. Let me see if Spirit want to say one more. Are there any more messages, Spirit? So funny, because I tried to record this video the other day. Like I said, the energy wasn't right, but that same card came out too. So it must be the message. It needs to be heard. Thank you, Spirit. Are there any more messages that you have? And bear with me, y'all, because these cards are so long and my hands are so short. All right, I'm going to do one more shuffle. If nothing comes out, then that's it. Oops. I'll take that one. And then love comes out. At the bottom of the deck, dreams. Dreams do come true. Whatever that may mean for you. All right, so this sexual arts card is... Keeping sexuality alive is an art from... I don't know why every time I get ready to do a video, I'm sorry, I had like a waffle with some peanut butter on it. It's like every time I get ready to do a video, that always happens. Anyway, so keeping sexuality alive is an art of form very few people truly understand. Are you sexually attracted to your partner every day? Sexual energy only occurs where there is sexual polarities. Everyone has both masculine and feminine qualities to give each other. The only time there is sexual spark is when one person is embodying more of their masculine energy and the other person is embodying more of their feminine energy. The masculine is the unchanging witness, presence, direction, decision making, trying to bring everything to close and conscious itself. And then the feminine change is life force, light, flowing movement, Mother Nature, and emotions. Do not buy into the myths that sexual attraction eventually dies in long-term relationships. Sexual polarities is an art that takes practice. It can be so subtle and last a lifetime if you are consistently reinventing your gifts and using an open heart. So, and then it says action that's needed. Feminine essence people, instead of directly telling your masculine partner what you want, as the tends to kill polarities, invite him into action through expressing your feelings. Your speech could be erotic and enticing instead of functioning and efficient. Let him know how you're feeling and let him be inspired to direct you there. And for masculines, essence people, your greatest gift is consistent present, no matter what your feminine partner is feeling or doing. Consistently penetrating her display and see the light that is shining for you. The feminine may come at you like a slap to the face or your favorite kiss. Stay with her energy so that the feminine knows that no matter what she's feeling, you are there. Thank you, Spirit. And then let me read this 28 real quick. The love card. Let go of your limiting beliefs about love. Your heart desires more connections, love, and nourishment. You are at a point in your life where you need to learn how to truly give and receive love. Fully open your heart will awaken your vulnerability. And we just talked about this, right? I said about being vulnerable. That's what being naked was. Sensitivity and fear, and particularly your fears of rejection and intimacy with another person. However, you will also unleash your passion, inspiration, greatness, and an ability to care deeply. Start seeing how great life is and be willing to connect to others. If you have been holding on to the past pain, then it is time to acknowledge, feel and move forward. Give yourself permission to let people in. Ask for love with all your heart and your soul, and it will come. Look for something beautiful in every person you encounter. Focus on feeling good whenever you see people, loving each other, and know that this is coming to you in a form of love, of a lifetime, or an incredible friendship. And it says the action that's needed: focus on your heart, take some slow, deep breaths, unlock the doors to your heart. For those who have been keeping your heart in a cage or trying to suppress your feelings and your emotions, what does your heart look like? Is it cold? Is it frozen? And is it dark? Or is it full of warmth, light, and sweetness? If it is cold and gray, imagine melting the coldness with yellow light. Who do yellow light? It's funny I got on yellow. Who do you need to communicate with so that your heart can heal? So, just so you guys know, when you don't speak your truth and you hold on to past pain and you haven't spoke up and said what things that you need to say, that keeps your heart in a not only does that keep you in a stagnant position, but it also keeps your heart in a place of non-healing, should I say, which isn't good, because when your heart is hurting, your body is also hurting. When you're suppressing, trying to heal yourself or heal your heart, it's like it's almost like you can make yourself sick in the process of doing that. Imagine that this person is in front of you now. Say what you need to share without holding back. Now step into their shoes and answer from the highest place within them. Give yourself permission to experience an open heart. Every time you want to close your heart, take some deep breaths and choose to keep it open, even if it hurts. So, just like I sat here and I told you in regards to my neighbors, again, I didn't have to sit here and share that with you, but that was just me being open and honest and being transparent about the situation, just to let you know, there are phases. Nobody's perfect. That there are phases and lessons that we are all learning, including myself. So I say all that to say that's just something that I had to experience, I had to deal with. And, and thank God the lesson is over with, because I learned the lesson and I'm choosing to move on from it. Or what I needed to learn to heal it. Because the only way you can fix it is by feeling it. Meaning I had to feel that it was almost like she was projecting her wrath at me, in the sense that I can feel it, and I say all that to say, I had to feel it in order to be able to heal it. So I had to feel it, heal it, address it, and be done with it, So the moment that I did all of that, I was able to help heal myself in the situation, to allow myself to know that absolutely no one does not have any power nor authority over me but me. And that was a lesson that I needed to learn. So anyway, I hope that information was helpful. I didn't mean to be 42 minutes in, but I hope you guys listen to this message to the very end. But just know that change is coming. Just keep hope alive and make the conscious, if you choose to make the conscious choice of moving forward, just know that they're going to be beautiful things that happen. And like I said, it's going to be like that celebration. You're going to feel, oh my God, like so liberated, to the point that you're not going to be literally out here dancing naked. I don't know. Some of you may be dancing naked in your room. So that could be liberating alone too. But is what Spirit just showed me. But I say all that to say, hopefully you guys, I don't know about you guys, but for me, there have been some other things that I have been dealing with, and it seemed like the last 3 years have been these different things around about the same time frame into the new year or whatever the case may be. So I know I definitely need some liberation. And I am just like tired of dealing with this cycle, and I am just ready to move on and be done with it, So I'm making a conscious choice of moving forward. I don't know about y'all, but I don't need to keep going through something 3 or 4 times to learn the lesson. I've learned the lesson and I'm ready to move on. So anyway, you guys stay beautiful until the next prophetic message. I wish you all much love, much light, and I say peace and blessings. And remember to always keep God first and foremost in your hearts, minds, bodies, souls, and spirits. Until the next message, I say peace and blessings. Bye.